Humm, baby.
Enjoy this great game.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric, and the Giants just got swept by the Los Angeles Dodgers, and we are about a week away from the trade deadline. There are obvious teams that are going to be buyers this year, teams like the Dodgers, the Padres probably, teams like the Braves, teams like the Brewers. Over in the American League, obviously, the Yankees, and all these really good teams that are going to be trying to win it all this year. Then you have teams that are going to be obvious sellers, teams like the Royals, Tigers, A's, Nationals, etc. But then there's all these teams in the middle. The Red Sox are one, but the Giants are clearly another. And normally speaking, would be an obvious year to sell. But because of the expanded playoffs, the Giants find themselves 2 games out of the wild card. 2 games out of a playoff spot. And usually in baseball, in the playoffs, anything can happen. Although with the expanded playoffs, I feel like that's kind of changing because now you have to play that first series if you're a wild card team completely on the road. And if you somehow get through that, now you're going to have to beat a whole bunch of juggernauts back to back to back to back in a more series, more teams, and it's just a longer road to the World Series, which makes it more unlikely that a team like the Giants, a mediocre team, is going to slip into the playoffs and get hot and win it all. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it doesn't feel like it is as likely as it used to be, like in 2010 when the Giants made the playoffs and went all the way to the World Series. They only had to get through 2 teams to get to the World Series. That's different now. That being said, it's a tough decision because we're right there. I think the next week is going to determine everything. Farhan has said it in years past, like the 10 days building up to the trade deadline is going to determine what we're going to do. And if the Giants get hot and win the next 6-7 games in a row, okay. I mean, obviously that's going to change things. But Giants just got swept by the Dodgers. The Giants bullpen has been really shaky. The defense has been just absolutely atrocious. There's just no excuses for the defense out there. We can't catch COVID right now. It's bad out there. Okay, I'm just telling you. The offense has been shaky. We've scored 1 or 2 runs several games in a row, and then there'll be this outlier where the Giants score like 16 runs, and we're like, yes, we're back, and the next day score 2 runs again. And it's just, you can't find any consistency. The All-Star break, some Giants players were even saying that wasn't coming at the right time. Well, don't say that, because you're just setting yourself up to fail in the second half and almost expecting it. And that's exactly what has happened here. The Giants lose 4 in a row. And I think having to make that decision whether to buy or sell, if you want my prediction, I think they're going to do a little bit of both. It's going to be some little crap trades, and I don't think it's going to be anything major. I really don't think they're going to trade Rodon. I could be wrong. I don't think the Giants are going to trade Rodon. We're going to trade like Cobb or something. Going to trade someone who's decent, maybe can help a team. We're going to get some prospects who are decent, maybe can help us someday, but they're not going to be impact players. And then we'll also maybe trade a prospect who's not that great and get someone to help us who's not that great. Maybe someone from the A's like Lou Trevino or something who's not having a very good year. But, I mean, he's a pretty good relief pitcher. He's had some bad luck this year. I'm just throwing out a name. But we're going to do something like that. But let's accept the truth about this team. This team has not proven to be good. And you have all the way up until August 2nd to prove whether you're worthy of going for it and trying to add. Have the Giants done that? I would say not. I would say they haven't. If we tried to buy and try to really get impact players that are going to come here and help us now and try to get in those playoffs and try to go win a World Series in 2022, we're going to have to give up some of our top 10 guys. And that's Marco Luciano, maybe Kyle Harrison, Luis Matos, Wilt Bednar, Jairo Pomares could be a possibility. Patrick Bailey could be a possibility. These are what teams are going to want. Hunter Bishop, obviously. Casey Schmidt going down lower. RJ Dabovic, a really good looking arm. He's in AAA right now. He's almost big league ready. Guys like that. And then down in the lower minor leagues, Grant McCray and other guys like that. Down at San Jose, we have guys who are just raking down there. Really good looking hitters. We're going to have to give up those guys. And I'm not really interested in doing that. If anything, I'm interested in bolstering the minor league system. Adding more. So we're more ready to win coming up in 23, 24, 25. Which could mean trading serious players now like a Carlos Rodon, like a Jock Peterson, and like, unfortunately, even a Wilmer Flores, who I would say I do not want the Giants to trade at all as a fan because I love Wilmer, but he is a free agent after this year, and if we're not going to extend him or re-sign him or anything like that, you could lose him for nothing. A lot of my subscribers have been saying we need to sell, sell, sell. Get rid of Rodon and sell. We're not winning this year. We're just not winning this year. And I know a lot of us said that in 14, but it wasn't like that as much in 14. In 14, the Giants were a decent team. They went on a tough stretch here one time, I think, and kind of some fans were getting emotional and like, this team sucks. We're not going to win the World Series. But 14, which I'm wearing the World Series hat right now, I never gave up hope for that 14 team. I thought the talent was there up and down that roster. And I always believed that team could have a good playoff run, and we ended up winning the World Series. I don't really feel that way right now. I don't feel that this team is going to be able to go win a World Series or even get to the World Series. Think of it this way. The last year's team, which was extraordinary, an amazing lightning in a bottle season, even that team couldn't get past the NLDS. Even though we had a good series, we almost beat the Dodgers. It went down to the last strike that wasn't a strike. But still, that team couldn't get past the NLDS. What's to think this team is even going to get past the wild card series? So a decision has to be made. I think it's time to accept right now, barring a big change in the next week, in the next 7 days, if this team suddenly finds life and suddenly starts playing good baseball and suddenly stops making errors and suddenly starts hitting with men on base and suddenly starts loading the bases and not leaving them loaded, which we've done a little bit lately in a Grand Slam not too long ago. Mikey Strimsky, okay. That was awesome. It was a great moment. We've had our moments this year. They've been few and far between. And unless that happens, unless everything comes together in the next 7 days, I do think this team should go ahead and sell. I think they should go ahead and sell. Be sellers. Pick a road. I don't think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to do a little bit of both. It's going to be little crap moves. But right now, this team has been a team that has been rebuilding. We're kind of in the rebuild mode, even going into 2021, and then something amazing happened. But let's just forget that because that's over now. And obviously, this ain't the same team. Brandon Crawford ain't 21 Crawford. Belt ain't 21 Belt. We don't have those guys. We don't have anyone from 2021 left who's still performing like that. Not even Wade Jr. Nobody. Joey Bart is starting to play better, but he was not the savior to come in here this year and hit 40 home runs. And, it wasn't going to happen. Joey Bart had a bad start to his big league career. It's looking like a bust. He's turning it around, and let's hope for the best, and hopefully he can become an impact player. But as of now, things did not go right this year. Things didn't go right this year. Still love this team. I'm going to watch every game. I'm going to root for this team all the way. If they decide to go ahead and keep Rodon and keep Peterson and keep Flores and maybe even add, and they're going to buy, hey, I'm on board because I have no choice. I'll be on board for that, and I'm going to be ready to root this team on. If this team does go and win a World Series, I'll say, damn, was I an idiot. Damn, was I wrong. I'll be the first to say it. It took me a while to make this video. We are here it's July 25th, and I'm only now saying I think this team should sell. Barring something crazy over the next 7 days, I think this team should definitely sell and try to improve our minor league system because we need more. We need more. We have great guys in the minor leagues coming through. We want even more. We want more for 2024, 25, ready to go win a World Series, and let's get it done. So let me know what you guys think down below in that comment section. You have a great day. We'll see you next time.